Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about spinnerbaits, an often forgotten fall and spring lure choice. There was a time, a couple decades ago, when spinnerbaits were the business, right? But the proliferation of other lure styles has given us so many options that we often forget about the humble spinner. Spinnerbaits are especially effective when it's a little bit overcast, there's a little bit of breeze, and you get a little bit of chop on the surface of the water that disperses light. These lures are amazingly effective when the water temperatures are anywhere between the low 80s down to, say, the low 50s. The way they're normally fished in relatively warm water is to burn them back on a fast reel, much like you would work a swim jig, and get this spinnerbait to bounce or deflect off of something like a stick or a log or a blowdown, a piling, anything like that, because it's going to create those erratic deflections that drive bass crazy. And you'll notice that the way the spinnerbait's designed, it really does keep the hook out of the way, so you don't have to worry about getting snagged that badly. It's really a very clever lure design. You'll also notice that I've got two blades here. This long thin guy here is what's called a willow blade, and this short fat one is called a Colorado blade. There's also an intermediate blade between the two of these called an Indiana blade. These long blades provide more flash and allow you to work your spinnerbait more quickly through the water. In cooler water, the bass just aren't energetic enough to chase it down, so you've got to slow way down. It's important to realize that the size and weight of your swim bait has a lot of effect on how quickly you can retrieve it and how deep it runs. In the water column where bass will rush out and nail them from below. In murky or stained water, I'm looking for colors like chartreuse and white. I want a lot of thump, and I don't want to work this as quickly. So how would I use a spinner like this in water that's in the 50s or maybe even the low 60s? I'm going to want to choose Colorado or Indiana blades. I'm going to lighten up to something about this weight. It'll stay high in the water column. If I'm in open water where I just don't have the option of deflections, I'm going to pulse my rod tip every couple of cranks to kind of jerk my spinner. Sends out vibrations to the bass's lateral line that say, hey, there's an injured something over there, I need to go